Hello everyone, my name is Lawrence Sebo. I'm passionate about decent living, I'm passionate about real estate, and I'm passionate about helping people build a better future. One of the biggest lies people believe is that you need millions of naira or millions of dollars, or you need to own your own property before you can make money in real estate. Well, that's simply not true. Some of the biggest earning real estate professionals they don't own properties they sell. They simply connect buyers with sellers and earn commissions. In this video, I'll show you exactly how it works. What does a real estate agent actually do? Many people think real estate agents buy and sell land. Well, that's not true, and that's not the case. Most successful real estate agents, what they do is they find genuine properties. Now that's where the work is. Finding genuine properties, going out to comb areas, comb estates, comb communities. Find, you know, at the time when I started my real estate journey, I had a bicycle. I would use the bicycle to explore areas, estates. I would ride from estates to estates, distance, And then when it gets sunny, I look for shades to, hide under, and then afterwards, I go back home to rest. And the following day, I go again, you know. So the agents actually find genuine properties. They find serious buyers, of course. They match buyers with sellers. They help both parties complete the transaction, and afterwards they earn a commission. So the job of an agent most times is to stand as a middleman between buyers and sellers. So they found the properties, they were able to communicate with owners of the properties through banners that would usually be on the properties. A lot of times you find property owners putting banners on their properties. So when agents go about scouting or searching for properties, they usually will find their properties, and they can call all the developers, find out the price, find out the document details, confirm if the property has any issues, and then market to buyers. And then when buyers come, inspect, like the property, they connect the buyer with the seller, and then after the sale is done, they earn a commission. So as a real estate agent, you are solving a problem, not necessarily owning the product. So you don't have to own a house, you don't have to own a land to be a real estate agent. So where do you get properties? Now that's a big question that you now have to answer in order to be relevant as a real estate agent. So you don't have to guess, of course. So you can source properties from real estate companies. Now, if you don't have the strength to go about scouting, you can do this one. You can search, you can scout from real estate companies. You can check their websites. Some of them ready to do register agents on their platforms or websites rather. So from there, they connect you to a WhatsApp community where you would find their genuine properties, and then you can market them, right? So you can of course get properties from developers through, of course, their banners on the properties and the rest. You can speak with landlords in your area. Some of you have opportunities to be in WhatsApp groups in your estates or your communities, so you can communicate with property owners to let them know you. You could design a nice flyer, send to property owners, notifying them about the need to notifying them about the fact that you are an agent, and then whenever they have need for rental, whenever they have need for selling or buyers, they can contact you to get the deal closed. And then of course you speak to them about your commission. Once you agree, of course the rest is history. So you can get properties through other agents. So you find people calling themselves real estate agents. Collaborate, network, get their phone numbers, speak with them about becoming collaborators with them, and then share briefs. When you have properties, you can share with them. When they have properties, they can share with you. You can market their properties as well as they also marketing your property. And before long, you know, you may either close theirs or they close yours. Whatever happens in any of that, of course, you make profit. So you can, go to property marketplaces, build connections, build relationships there, so you can, of course, make sales. So ensure you build relationships basically with reputable companies and learn their processes before marketing their listings. So many companies have their processes, they have their ways. So some companies will tell you that we pay a 5% commission on sale. Your client has to know that our estate is a fully serviced estate. We take care of electricity, we take care of security, we take care of everything, lawma, trash disposal, and all the rest. So the client has to be aware. So, and there is a charge for that yearly. Your client has to also be aware about the fact that there's a documentation charge. So we take care of deed of assignment, we take care of contract of sale document, to take care of registered survey or survey for them. So when they are paying for the house, they're also going to pay separately for the all of these other items listed. So then before the client pays any money, the client has to fill a form, you know, come to the office, fill a form. So all of these are processes. Various companies have their different processes, when it comes to sales. And then they tell you, okay, so it's after the transaction is concluded, that's when we can give you commission, or as soon as the client pays, immediately we'll give you. So whatever, various companies have their processes. So you need to understand how they work in order to make progress in your real estate journey. So how do you find buyers? That's another very important question. So this is where many people struggle, right? So your buyers can come from WhatsApp, of course. You can come from Facebook, you can come from Instagram, you can come from TikTok, YouTube, you can come from referrals, you can come from friends and families, networking events. One of the reasons why I like to buy shares, yeah, of course, apart from the fact that I get dividends, is because I get to attend their meetings. They invite me for annual general meetings, and then in the course of that, I can now network with high profile people. I can network with people that matters, and then before long, I'm talking about real estate, and I'm talking about selling, and of course profit. So yeah, the more people will know you are in real estate, the more opportunities you create. So if people know you for this business or this solution, definitely they patronize you, and when they patronize you, you make money. So how do you earn? How do you earn as a real estate agent? So here's a simple question. There's a simple example. Sorry, a developer offers a plot of land for 10 million. They agree to pay a 5% commission. For instance, you introduce a buyer. The buyer completes the purchase. You earn 500,000 without owning the land, just by connecting the buyer to the seller. You get the 5% commission, which is 500,000 naira, and that's it. As simple as that. So that's how many agents build successful careers, man. So important rules you must know: don't chase commissions at the expense of your reputation. This is very key. A lot of agents don't care. They just want to earn the money, and they don't care about image. They don't care about reputation. They just want to keep making the money. At our last training, we did on July 4th, June 4th, thereabout. We did the training around that time, last month. I can't remember right now. So yeah, so in that training, one of the speakers said that of course you should come for our next training in August. It's August 1st, 2026. So one of the speakers said you can you can earn from you can make money from 10 sales with a dubious character, but you cannot make money from 100 sales with a dubious character or 1,000 sales with dubious characters. Now, what that mean is this: as you keep doing businesses with people and you are not trustworthy, before long your bad reputation will spread. People will know you as someone that cannot be trusted, and of course, it will affect your growth in the business. So it is important to ensure your reputation is intact, ensure you have solid image in the course of your journey as a real estate agent. So always verify properties before marketing them. That's another area that many realtors need to check. Always verify so you don't get yourself into trouble. Because I mean, if you take a buyer to buy a wrong property and the buyer gets into a problem, you definitely would be a part of that problem. So be careful, verify properties before making making marketing choices. So subsequent trainings, you would learn about how to verify properties, and then know how to advise your clients. Yeah, so be honest with buyers. If the property has issues, your property, if it has issues, you be honest. Tell them that the rooms are small before they go, so they don't burn their fuel and then, waste their resources and get there and then discover, what you told them was different from reality. They might not talk to you about it, but it will definitely affect the way they perceive you. Right. So, work with reputable developers and agencies. Put agreement in writing where appropriate. Build trust. Your reputation is your biggest asset. Yeah. So, many people don't care how much you talk or how much you can talk or how much you can sell. Right. They want to see how much they can trust you. Right. So, the people that keep selling, they just keep selling. They can't stop selling because people trust them. Buyers trust them, investors trust them. So yeah, it's important you are on the client side, the buyer side. Now that's another very important strategy. Always be on the buyer side. Always be for the buyer against the seller. Because I mean, it is because you bring buyers that's why the sellers can sell, and because that sale happened, that's why you make money. That's why the developer also makes money. The only person losing money or giving out money here is the buyer. So you always have to be on the buyer side as an agent. Let all the buyers know that you are for them, and let all the developers know that you are not for them. It doesn't matter. What matters is the consistency of your transactions, the consistency of your relationship with them, right? And that's definitely what will keep you going in the business. So real estate is not only for the wealthy. Get that straight. It is also for people who are willing to learn, build relationships, and consistently create value. You don't have to own property before you start. Like I said from the start, you need knowledge, you need integrity, you need the willingness to connect the right people. Yeah, so that's pretty much about this topic. If this video helped you, subscribe, because I'll be releasing more free trainings on building a successful real estate career in Nigeria. And if you're serious about succeeding, follow Rapavo as we continue creating tools and education to make property transactions smarter.